we head down towards the Studio Park, or Adventure Park as it will be, come March the 29th when World of Frozen opens. But at the moment, it's not open. However, we've got bucket lists to do here on our next visit to Disney, and that is, of course, Crush's Coaster, which we missed last time. We missed it, the queue was just too long, it didn't work out for us. But also Cars Road Trip, which we completely missed. We thought it was something else, and we completely missed it. Now I've heard mixed things about it, I can't lie to you, but I still need to give it a go. So they're two absolute musts we need to do. Now, of course, this new entrance is open now, which I can't wait to see when we get past the turnstiles, because we were just sort of escorted around the side last time with, you know, building construction absolutely everywhere. It is definitely going to be better here, there's no doubt about that. So let's head inside now and take you along. It's definitely more inviting as you walk up to it now. Advertising some of the areas they've got, of course, the Toy Story Playland, which has got the weird Slinky Dog. I'll have to call it weird, I'm afraid, because Slinky Dog is a roller coaster. I don't care what anyone says. And the RC Racers. And again, although we didn't do the RC Racers last time, I'm still in no massive rush to queue 45 minutes for it. If we can get walk on later, we may do it. But last time we were sort of ushered all around there. But this time, we're going in here. It does look like a stage, doesn't it? So although this is changing to Adventure Park, oddly, it looks like a studio entrance, which is so random. Now I have to say, that does look spectacular. Construction walls are down, and you can see, and you can actually head now straight to the Tower of Terror through here rather than around the back way. The hats here as well, and you got the Mickey show. Oh, it's just so much nicer. It feels so much more like, dare I say, a Disney park as you walk into it. Now this always gets a long queue. 55 minutes at the moment actually isn't too bad. And we will get on that today. 100% we need to get on this ride. There'll be another crate actually after Big Thunder. As a Toy Story Land goes, it still looks fantastic in here, to be fair with you. It's just, we just seem to have picked the lowest capacity rides possible in the parachute drop, which I have to say, it's a fun ride, it's a fun attraction, but again, always gets a really long queue. Just give you some good views of Frozen if you're in the right area. What I would call a dragon roundabout in Slinky Dog. Over here, and again, amazing themes. It's just not the Slinky Dog I know and love. Yeah, Slinky Dog, yeah. It's a classic Mack coaster, isn't it? And then RC Racers, which again, the cycle on this was like 24 seconds or something ridiculous. So for a 35-minute queue for it seems ridiculous. We are heading through. We think the Cars thing is right down the bottom. It's not that we missed it last time, it's just the fact that we didn't really realise it was there. We've heard it's awful, which again drags me down there to want to go and see it. It really does. Right, get ready. Cars Road Trip is this way. So again, it's baffling. You've got a Cars attraction this end, you've then got the whole of Toy Story in the middle, and then you've got another Cars attraction at the start of the other end. I'm just baffled by it. My guess is, looking at this, that this was probably the back lots, or which has been updated to Cars, which I'm fine with, to be honest with you. It's walk on. I'm guessing there's more than one of these. Yeah, I can see some more in the background. Yeah, we'll take you along for the ride. I've not seen anything on this. I am a little bit concerned it's wet this side. Here we go. It's road trip time. I mean, when there's a chance of seeing a line from the Queen.
Les amis, il n'y a qu'un mot pour décrire cet écrou. Ka-chow!
Like a little bit more movement on that would have been nice.
Veuillez rester assis et garder les mains et les bras à l'intérieur du train.
I think I might know how I'm getting wet now.
All right, everybody. We're making a short scheduled stop here in the canyon. Please remain seated and keep your hands and arms inside the tram.
Wow. This canyon is so beautiful and calm.
Seulement en apparence. Wow, Peter!
I have to say, I didn't expect those to move. like it's wet in here now. That fills an unnecessary amount of water there. We are moving on from the canyon. Well, you know, the scene was quite good, to be honest. The rest of it was... Yeah. I'd expected more. Now, I heard it wasn't great, and as a whole experience, it's not great at all. I think as an individual scene, actually, that was really good. Doesn't really explain why it's doing it, necessarily. Maybe that's the translation issues between the two talking in different languages. But the rest of it's just a complete waste of space, to be honest. I think if they close this when everything else is reopened around here, I don't necessarily think anyone's going to notice if they were building something else here. I'll be surprised if it lasts the length of time with all the redevelopment going on. We've made our way round to Avengers Campus. We've got the old rock and roller coaster. And of course Web Slingers. I have to say I really enjoyed Web Slingers, however much it really hurt to play. Right, no point in taking you on board this because you won't see anything. But here we go, flight pause. Whilst I do feel I'm getting a little bit old to get in and out of these Vekoma cars, I actually really enjoy that. I think it runs really, really well and the story works well. It's got some screens in it. It's a bit of a poor man's Cosmic Rewind. Even got flat Earth in the middle rather than the 3D one which that has. But actually, I think they pulled it off really well. And unlike the Muppets, which is not really going to change Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios, that's unrecognisable. You wouldn't know that used to be Aerosmith in there. Done a great job of it, to be fair. It is one of my favourite rides, if not my favourite ride here. It's Tower of Terror. It's got a completely different story to the American one. In addition to the fact where it has to be built by concrete, there isn't like a moving platform, if you will, moving carriage. It just sort of drops up and down. Now at the moment they are actually building an outdoor queue to make it indoor, because there is an outdoor queue over here. And they're rebuilding it to protect from the elements. I do remember being stuck out in it last time. Won't be any more. Theming it in nicely, and apparently it will add to the story as well. So although the queue looks quite big around the other side, actually it's not. We're looking at about 15 minutes, and then hopefully all this will be back on as well. But this is brilliant. I really, really love this one. So we can't take you on board here. They actually don't allow filming on this ride. You can every other ride except this one. But we can show you the interior, and it's really weird because it looks fantastic in here. There's definitely a lot you can say about Tower of Terror, but this one, although I don't think the whole story is as good, I think the tower itself is far, far more powerful than the one in Florida. And I always forget as well that you're straight into the action, so you kind of like push forward and you drop. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Not as much merch as what I hoped. Hopefully there's some outside. Ratatouille is closed at the moment. Stop for a quick food break. They do like a ham and cheese sandwich. Now we did notice that RC Racers only had a 15-minute queue, which is rare. It's actually built up massively behind us now to where it was. So we've come in for our first ride on it, and actually it's another coaster cred. This will be the second. We are doing Crushers as well, which will be the third. It is an Intamin half-pipe. After saying that Indiana Jones was a rare breed Intamin, actually there is another one here. And there are two more of these as well at Disney parks. This isn't the only part of RC Racer, despite the fact that it's got horrendous throughput. RC Racer, it's definitely a unique one, to be honest with you. The cycle is way too short for it to be sort of, quite frankly, re-rideable, to be honest. I think it's quite a good ride, but you couldn't re-ride it on a cycle like that after queuing. It said 15 minutes, it now says 40, it's probably about right. We queued about 20 minutes, so it's not too bad. I will say on an actual coaster, whilst things like Tower and Terror, which obviously rely on the seatbelt and things, I think that's the first time I've seen a restraint which actually a seatbelt that actually locks into the restraint, so you can't undo it until the ride stops. Particularly on an Intamin, because the restraint is very, very similar to Stealth. It's enjoyable. I wouldn't queue again. Of course, it's not open yet, but just look at down here with the lights on and Arendelle in the background with Frozen. That just looks magnificent. It really does. Ant-Man is out. Now this ride is hard work, and I mean hard work. That said, it's an absolute must-do. So very similar to Ninjago. I'd argue a little bit more updated, in honesty. You're effectively firing webs out your wrists in order to get a score. We'll try and show you a bit of it. I think it's 3D from what I remember. It was great fun, just tiring.
Ici chez Web, on a accès à une super technologie.
It is
Comme
quite
l'uranium
a
du
cool
Wakanda,
pre-show,
ou
this,
celui
with some
d'extraterrestre dément.
projections
On a
and
les particules de Pym et Spartek.
spiders that come
Ça nous
out.
permet de développer des...
Encore un danger exponentiel. Ouais, un désastre, c'est le mot juste.
Je savais que tu serais d'accord. Un peu d'aide par ici.
Ah, je suis vraiment content de vous voir.
Servez-vous de n'importe quelle main. Use either hand to start a bomb. Ou lancez des objets sur les meubles. C'est bon, Affirmative, we've got to catch them. Je passe le niveau de risque hors de contrôle. Should I call for more help now?
Non, on va y arriver. C'est qu'un petit problème.
A small problem?
En fait, c'est un gros problème. Oh non, laisse-moi dans les particules de Pym.
Christian Spider-Man, tu as vraiment résolu le problème.
Oui, mais j'aurais jamais réussi sans toi.
C'était aussi ton idée.
I will say these things are massive. You must be able to fit probably 4 people in here quite comfortably, to be honest. Here comes a Slinky Dog. I think this just picks up speed straight away. I don't think it... I say stop hanging around. Now actually this is on a coaster track. So I'm going to ask the question, is this a cred? I can see it's on a track, look. I know it's a broad one. That's weird actually, because a lot of these sort of have the rubber wheels underneath, sort of the tyres that drive round with arms. But this one is actually on a coaster track. I don't think I've ever seen that. Right, come on, that is a full coaster connection under there.
You should remain seated and keep your hands.
Look at it, wheels, couplings, everything.
In the vehicle at all times. Oh, and keep an eye.
Oh, I'm going coaster cred. Someone prove me wrong. Look at it, that is on coaster wheels.
Have fun, everybody.
It's not that quick, but I quite enjoyed that. I kind of get the little ride. It probably works really, really well, especially the fact that I think you can fit 4 in the car quite comfortably, which is obviously a massive help for capacity. I don't think I've ever seen it with more than a 5-minute queue, to be honest with you. But that's both of these rides, which we missed last time, done. Had us one ride left. Doesn't look like we're going to get on the parachute, sadly. There's queue for that is massive at the moment. But we do want to go and do Crush's coaster. See what all the fuss is about. We've heard that it spins like incredibly. Just what I like. Just what I like. Now, if you watched the last video, you'll have seen at the beginning I asked whether or not I could get through a day, let alone 2 days, without someone living in my backpack every queue line. The answer is no. No, you can't. It's half an hour before park closes. This is a 50-minute queue. I'll get the timer ready and we'll let you know. Also, it's the first time I've seen all this. Now, the reason why I didn't think it'd be too busy, actually 50 minutes probably isn't, is the fact that people in this will likely miss the fireworks over the other side or come close to it. I'm just hoping all the queues outdoors. We have made it inside. So this is a Maurer spinner for Dragon's Fury style one. I tell you, I did just check Slinky Dog as well because I was bored in the queue. Slinky Dog's actually an Intamin. Unbelievable, honestly. I talk about no Intamin coasters or anything in this park. Disney are really proving it, and most of these are replicated as well in Shanghai and Hong Kong. It's just Florida that's lacking a bit of Intamin. We also have the moving platform, as you'd expect. I have no idea how long this is or how many cars it's got. I'm not expecting it to be that long. Like, I'm not expecting it to be as long as what Fury is. But we'll soon see. I'm really looking forward to this, to be honest. I love a good spinning coaster.
Ils sont là! Excellent! Hi, dudes! On met cap sur le courant Est-Australien! Totally! We're serving the East Australian current!
That's quite slow moving. This is really cool. This looks fantastic.
Fish are friends, not foes.
This thing is great fun. Granted, it is dark in here, I'll hand you that.
Now, stay seated. Then climb on out toward the boathouse.
I'll say that was great fun. Absolute great fun. Okay, granted, the second half of that, you wouldn't have seen a thing. Didn't actually watch any POVs or anything on it at all. But that's Crush's coaster. I have to say, it starts off really nicely. A little kind of lift hill up and then into some really nice scenes. Obviously, they're all in French. But beautiful scenery as you kind of go around. It tells a really good story before you kind of go into the main part of the ride. The main part of the ride itself is cracking, it really does. That lift hill, I'll tell you, where Chessington's slowing theirs down, that sped theirs right up. It flies up the lift hill, slows down just at the top to kind of throw you off. Obviously plenty of block brakes. It's hard to give you the layout, but some nice unique elements in there. A lot of chicanes, a lot of backwards and forwards, a lot of helixes. Absolutely loved it. The only thing I will say is it is very bare. So you kind of got like white stars. You might have seen like the white bubble stars things on the wall. You may have picked it up on the camera. Granted, if I didn't, there's not much I can do about it. And I think it's supposed to show that you kind of got bubbles underwater, but there could be more. There was one screen in there. You probably caught it on the POV as you went round, but it isn't quite at the right level to the car. So you're kind of looking down on it. Very, very odd. I think there could have been more in there. But actually, as a coaster goes, really, really fun. And of course, in a whole corner of rides that really aren't suitable for a Disney park in the throughput variety, that's probably the best one, to be honest. I really, really enjoyed that. Right, the park is closed. That's it. Come to the end of our Disney adventure. We've had an amazing time, as always. And it's easy to compare it against the other Disney park, I get that. But this park is looking really, really good compared to what it was when we saw it last year. And obviously when Arendelle opens down there, I mean, just looking down there now, it just looks amazing. And I know it's only 2 rides that are opening. We've got the up ride coming, obviously Lion King starting construction, but it still looks incredible down there. And we'll be back for Frozen Ever After in Arendelle, because why wouldn't we be? Why wouldn't we be?